Hello, everybody. Today we're opening up a pack of
1981.
Fleer. This is the first year Fleer came out with baseball card packs. Also, first year they had gum, and only year that they had gum in their packs. We have Milt May. We got a lot of stuff there. We'll put him, well, he's going to go there. We got Bill Verdon with more gum dust on him. Dave Kingman, not bad. We'll put up Dave Kingman. Tommy His and Hers. Bill Allman. Dickie Knowles. Rennie Stennett. Oh, that is a nice Nolan Ryan. I'm going to move Dave Kingman back, too, because we're going to put up this awesome Mike Schmidt. This is a good... Look at that. 2 Mike Schmidts in a row. This pack has Mike Schmidts. Yeah, we got Mike Schmidt. Mario Mendoza. George Hendrick. Elia Sosa. Frank Tavers. Brian Doyle. Charlie Moore. We got the Green Monster in the background. And then Rudy May. Let's do a deep dive. We're going to do a deep dive into Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mike Schmidt. Let's do a deep dive into Mike Schmidt. Why not? Let's do it.
Time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive on Rob Opens Works.
Mike Schmidt. Well, when you think of greatness at third base, Mike Schmidt is who you think about. Because he wasn't just a player, he was a symbol of excellence. And he is a name that embodied what it meant to be at third base. The man, the myth, the legend, you could say it like that. He was the backbone of the Philadelphia Phillies for nearly 2 decades, and all of those accolades were well earned. It came not just from his talent, and there were many, but from an unrelenting commitment to the game. Now, let's just take a moment and walk through his career and what it means to be the best. 18 seasons, 1 team. It is rare to see that anymore. From 1972 to 1989, Schmidt wore the Phillies uniform with pride. 12 All-Star games, 10 Gold Gloves, 3 National League MVP awards. Let's say that again. 3 MVP awards. 1980, 81, and in 1986. He has a World Series championship under his belt in 1980. That was the first for the Phillies franchise. And of course, he was a first ballot Hall of Famer in 1995. Every accolade tells a story, but Schmidt's career wasn't just about numbers. It was about moments, clutch hits, diving stops, and a presence that elevated everyone around him. Schmidt had power at the plate. 548 career home runs, the most ever by a third baseman. Let that sink in. Schmidt redefined the offensive expectations for his position. His bat wasn't just powerful, but it was also consistent. You could always count on him. Need a game-winning hit? Schmidt was your guy that you wanted at the plate. Need a player to lead the league in homers 8 times? Oh yeah, he can do that too. RBIs, 1,595. So impressive. Hits, 2,234, ranking him amongst the top of third basemen in Major League Baseball history. OPS 908. Slugging percentage 527. Pitchers feared Mike Schmidt. How many walks? 1,507. Showcasing his discipline at the plate and his eye. His 1980 season, an MVP performance with 48 home runs, 121 RBIs. Now, it wasn't just the numbers. It was how he made them happen. Leading the Phillies to their first World Series title ever. He cemented his legacy as a clutch performer and a clutch hitter. But it wasn't just his bat. Schmidt was also good in the field. 10 Gold Glove awards. That is certainly dominance. Watch him in the field, and you see poetry in motion. His range, his arm, his instincts. He wasn't just defending third base. He was third base. He owned third base. He had range, reaction time. It seemed superhuman. A cannon of an arm, and Schmidt's defense wasn't just reliable. It was a highlight reel waiting to happen. The legacy of 1980. It's the year that the Phillies will never forget. Schmidt was the heart and soul of that team. He didn't just win an MVP. He led his team to the championship. World Series honors and World Series MVP was the icing on the cake. Schmidt didn't just play baseball in 1980. He owned it. He owned it. When the Phillies needed him, he was there. He delivered time and time again. How does Schmidt stack up against other players? Well, he set the bar so high that most other players and third basemen can't even see where the bar is. All-time leader in home runs for a third baseman. Career WAR 106.8. Insane. 548 home runs, 16th on the all-time list. 16th on the all-time list, first for third basemen. 1,595 RBIs, placing him in the top 40 all-time. His offensive metrics outshined nearly every third baseman in Cooperstown. Him and Rose. Now, greatness isn't just about what you do on the field. It's about how you inspire others. And Mike Schmidt's influence extends way beyond what he did on the field, beyond the stats, beyond the trophies. He redefined the third base position, and he showcased to the world that you could be a power hitter, a defensive wizard, and a leader all at once. His number 20, well, it's retired by the Phillies. His impact, it's immortal. He lives and will always live in the hearts of Philadelphia fans and baseball enthusiasts worldwide. I love this card. Mike Schmidt didn't just play baseball. He elevated it. His career just isn't a benchmark. It's a challenge. To surpass Mike Schmidt, his legacy, a player would need to dominate every aspect of the game for nearly 2 decades. That's more than greatness. That's Mike Schmidt.
Time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive on Rob Opens Works.